In the quaint village of Gopalpuri lived two friends, Sonia and Suman. Suman resided with her parents in a modest home. Her heart was kind and generous, always ready to lend a helping hand. Her honesty and simplicity were admired by everyone. Sonia, meanwhile, came from a wealthy family and lived in a luxurious house where every whim of hers was fulfilled. Known for her arrogance and greed, she was mostly concerned with herself. Despite their contrasting personalities, they shared a deep bond of friendship. They often played together, spending hours in each other's company. However, one day, an event occurred that was destined to transform their lives forever. Outside the village, two mysterious caves were discovered. These caves were shrouded in enigma for everyone. The village elders spoke of the caves being magical, capable of changing the life of anyone who used them rightly. Eager to unearth the mystery, Sonia and Suman set out towards the caves. But what would happen if one cave fulfilled the desires of one, while the other amplified the negative traits of the other? How would this mystery alter their friendship? Could Sonia overcome her greed? And would Suman's honesty draw her to the right cave? This story unfolds the journey of friendship, trust, and the enigma of the magical caves, marking the beginning of a journey where truth stands against greed. Suman had arrived to care for the elderly woman, putting her heart into the task. She cleaned the hut daily, fed the animals, and tended to the woman with loving dedication. Meanwhile, Sonia ventured into the cave of evil, finding herself in a strange, frightening world with eerie sounds echoing around her. Driven by the lure of treasure, she pressed forward, enduring the pangs of hunger. The fairy said there would be treasure here, but I see none, Sonia grumbled, famished. Then, a glimmer caught her eye. Ah, here's the treasure. Once I take it all, I shall become richer, she mused. Suman was a fool to choose the path of goodness, she thought. If she had come here, she too would have found this wealth. But now it's all mine. As Sonia reached for the treasure, it vanished. What's this? The treasure won't come to my hands, Sonia cried. Whenever she tried to grab it, the treasure disappeared, only to reappear when she withdrew her hand. Just then, a serpent appeared. Ha ha ha, greedy girl, hissed the serpent. Your greed will be your downfall. You won't leave here alive. Prepare to be my meal, for I've been starving for years. No, let me go. I need no treasure, Sonia pleaded. However, the serpent struck, and a curse transformed Sonia into a mouse. All who come to the cave of evil will suffer the same fate, the serpent warned. Meanwhile, Suman continued to care for the elderly woman from her heart. Drink this potion, it will heal you, she urged kindly. The old woman transformed into a fairy. You are a good-hearted girl, the fairy praised. This was a test, and you passed with flying colors. I'm pleased with your devotion, and as a reward, I offer you much treasure. Suman thanked the fairy and left the cave with the treasure. Upon exiting, she learned of Sonia's plight, defeated by the serpent and transformed into a mouse. Suman, remorseful, lamented, if only Sonia had chosen the path of goodness, she would be here with me. Sonia, in her rodent form, echoed Suman's sentiment. Your words are true, Suman. Blinded by treasure, I chose the wrong path, and now I suffer. But you, untempted by desire, received abundance. I wish I had followed you. The fairy reappeared, sensing regret. Your remorse is sincere, she noted and restored Sonia to human form. Both friends expressed gratitude and vowed to share their lesson with others. The power of truth and honesty can lead to great rewards. If you enjoyed the story, please share it with friends and subscribe for more tales. Suman and Sonia, best friends, would walk to school and back home together every day. After returning from school, they routinely visited the nearby park for an evening stroll. One evening, Suman shared an eerie tale with Sonia. Did you know there's a mysterious cave in the forest outside our village? I've heard that whoever enters never returns, Suman revealed. Sonia, skeptical, replied, "These are just stories. There's nothing to it. Let's visit it today." "All right, since you say so, let's," Sonia agreed. The following morning, both embarked on their little adventure to explore the forest cave. Little did they anticipate what awaited them. As they approached, they noticed two distinct caves. "Look, Sonia, there are two caves. Which one should we enter?" asked Suman. "How should I know?" replied Sonia. As they deliberated, a fairy appeared and addressed them. "Welcome to my enchanted forest. You have two choices, one cave of good and the other of evil. The cave of goodness shelters an ailing old woman in need of care, while the cave of evil houses untold treasures, guarded by a serpent. The choice is yours. Tread the path of virtue or vice." Haha. And with that, she vanished. "We should go to the cave of goodness," Suman insisted. "Poor Granny has been sick for years. We can't leave her like this. We must help her." Sonia countered, "Go to the cave of goodness if you want. I'm heading to the cave of evil." "No, Sonia," Suman replied. "I've always been taught to follow the path of goodness. Money comes and goes, but virtue stays forever. Trying to convince you is futile. Fine, suit yourself. Off to the cave of evil I go," Sonia said dismissively, parting ways. Sonia ventured into the cave of evil, while Suman made her way to the cave of goodness. Inside, Suman was greeted by a breathtaking world adorned with vibrant flowers and abundant fruit-laden trees. Hungry, she picked some fruit and savored them. "Delicious," Suman exclaimed. Spotting a humble hut, she heard coughing sounds coming from inside. Concerned, she approached and said, "Hello, is anyone there?"